People, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Please, if you want to immigrate to Sweden, then this is a video for you to watch till the end. If you watch this video, you are going to migrate to Sweden. Yes, before I begin with the video, I want to draw your attention to the fact that family members cannot sponsor you to study in Sweden. There is a new communique, okay? Now, if the family members have the money and they want to sponsor you, let them transfer the money to your bank account. And when you are printing the bank statement, make sure that the statement is at least 4 months old. It should be preferable 6 months. Don't say, no, this is my parents, this transfer. Tell them to transfer the money to your own personal bank account. Another thing you should remember is that companies cannot sponsor you to study in Sweden. Companies cannot sponsor you. You can sponsor yourself. You can have sponsors, but these are people with established companies or established institutions, not individuals. Your father, your mother, no. Or you can study on a scholarship. These are the ways. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down the proof of funds to you. If you want to travel to Sweden alone, if you want to travel with a family, with your child, all right, and the documents you need, I'm going to break down everything to you. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Milton Fonkwa. Thank you so much for joining today. Please like this video and do not forget to share. Thank you. Now, before you even go to the visa application stage, let me first of all draw your attention to the fact that the documents that you need to apply for a student visa to Sweden include your international passport, that is document number 1, your marriage certificate, document number 2, in case you want to move with your wife or your spouse or children to prove that you are married. If you are moving alone, you don't need it. Then birth certificate as well if you are moving with your kids. If you are moving alone, you don't need it. Then parents' consent. Okay, if you are moving with kids, you need it. If you are not moving with kids, you don't need it. Now, these are the documents you need in addition to your admissions offer letter and payment of tuition fee receipts. Payment of tuition fee receipt, very, very important. These are the documents you need for the visa application alongside other documents. You do not need a medical insurance. It's not needed, okay? Now, let's start from the onset. If you want to immigrate to Sweden as an international student, what do you need? First of all, you need to look for a school and apply to. And before you are looking for the school, there is a particular website you have to go to. It's called universityadmissions.se. If you type it on Google, you are going to see. You create an account on that website, upload your documents on it, choose your programs, then you apply and pay your application fee. Application fee is usually 900 Swedish krona, and you must put this into consideration. Remember that on universityadmissions.se, you are going to select a number of programs, 4, 5 or 6 programs. I think the maximum should be 4. It's accepted. Please listen to me to the end so you understand what you are going to be doing. As I speak to you, admissions is not open in Sweden. Those who applied already are waiting for results. Probably results will be out any moment from now against January 2024. So the admissions for those that are going to be starting in May, June next year, it's still not open. So it will be opening very soon. Now, before you apply for a program in Sweden, remember Sweden is very expensive. When you gain admissions, you will be asked to pay like close to 2 million, 3 million upwards to immigrate to Sweden. Also remember, the programs you find on universityadmissions.se, not all the programs are programs for international students. Some have 7.5 ECTS credit unit, that's online programs. Some have 15 ECTS credit unit, that's online programs. Some have 30 ECTS credit unit, those are 6 months programs. Those with 90, 180, 120, 180, those are the type of programs that last at least 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years for international students. Remember, if you are showing proof of funds, you have to show money that can sustain you for 1 year in to at least get your residence permit to Finland. to Sweden. It's Sweden, not Finland. In case I mentioned Finland before, know that it's Sweden we are talking about. Now, when you apply to these schools, before you even start the application, pay attention to the courses and the tuition fee and the first tuition deposits you are going to pay. It is very important. Now, when the admissions is out, you will be asked to pay a tuition deposit. You already know the tuition deposit because during the application you saw the fee. You are going to see it on universityadmissions.se. Remember, there is time to upload all your documents. There is time for you to pay your application fee. There is time to upload all the required documents, and there is time for you to rearrange your programs from top to bottom, depending on which one you want to be your priority program. All this will take place on universityadmissions.se. Then when everything is settled, it's going to take some time and results will be announced the same time. Master's degree students and bachelor students don't get the same results. Bachelor students get theirs first, while master students get theirs after the bachelor students. Sometimes it can come out the same time. Now, when you get the admissions to study in Sweden, the very first thing you will be asked to create an account. The link will come to you. You'll be asked to create an account, and from the account creation, you can now start doing your payment. Payment of first tuition deposit is compulsory and you must do it if you must apply for the student visa or the residence permit to Sweden. Also remember that for you to have residency now, like I said, the money has changed. There is a lot that has changed, and I'm going to be giving you all the details here. So you have to put this into consideration. Now, when you are ready to apply for residence permit, you also need to understand that the website you are going to be using is a different website from the application website. This website this time you are going to be using, it is called migrations with S, verket.se. The verket is VERKET. That's migrationsverket.se. That's the website you are going to get all the other informations and the details about proof of funds I'm going to be giving to you. Like I said, the procedures have changed, so you need to put this into consideration. Now, you need to bring all your documents, and these documents I'm going to be talking about here. Remember, if you look at Sweden and some universities in the UK and others in Sweden, they are very expensive. So I will advise you to make sure you have money and make sure you look for a program affordable that you can pay, and don't apply for a program that you cannot pay the first tuition deposit, because it's going to stress you a lot, and if you are not very careful, you may not succeed in this. I want to tell you that the application process is not that difficult. You can do it yourself. You can do your visa yourself. But if you have problems, you can then look for the services of people who can guide and do the application for you. But always try to do your visa application yourself. You can get people to get admissions letters for you. But visa application is delicate because there are a lot of family information you have to fill on the website. Remember, for proof of funds, you must be the one to sponsor yourself. Like I mentioned at the earlier stages of this video, let your mother, your father, your brother or sister transfer the money to your bank account. Or if you want to get sponsorship, it should be registered companies and of course registered institution. The details of that will be in the video description box. You can check and you see all the details. You read very well because I have read everything before I'm here giving you the information. Now, like I said, the website for visa application is migrationsverket.se. It's not es.se. Now, when you go there, you have to create your own account. Choose the account type or the visa type you are going to be applying for, which is a student visa. Remember, you should be choosing a program in Sweden that can last at least a year, so that when you go to Sweden, you will have time to process your insurance. And of course, use the insurance to work. If you do not process this, you cannot work in Sweden as an international student. You need to get your insurance and all documents ready before you can hustle. Now, when you create the account, you put in your personal details, you upload your documents, you make payment. Payment has to be, I think the payment should be like 57 euros. I'm not very comfortable or sure. Please verify again with the officials, but I know it's how many Swedish krona. Well, you can check that out. And now, remember, when you are applying for the visa to Sweden, you are the main applicant. Let's assume you want to move alone. We are now going to be talking about proof of funds because this is where a lot of students get visa rejections. Don't go and start getting people to sponsor you. No, the money must be in your personal bank account, and the account must be at least 4 months old. Please do not forget this. It's very important. Proof of funds, like I said, the very first thing you need to do not use microfinance. I have been saying this thing times and again, that microfinance is not really a bank. People don't understand. Use a commercial bank, a bank that can go international. UBA, Afriland First Bank, BSEC, EcoBank. There are a lot of them. SJBC, for those from Cameroon watching me, these are the type of banks you should use. Big banks, okay? Don't go and start telling me that the microfinance, this, there. No, Sweden don't recognize that. And make sure the money is in your account. Now, for one person to study in Sweden, if you want to move to Sweden alone, understand that you need money. And this money I'm going to be giving you, it looks like the figure changed. I'm going to be giving you need around 8,694 Swedish krona in your bank account for 1 month. Now, if you convert this money, sorry guys, the money have changed. The money now is 9,450 Swedish krona for 1 month. This is the money you need in your bank account. And now, first thing first, convert the money to US dollars and see the amount in dollars. Then you multiply the amount times 12. That is the amount you need for residence permit. Remember, if you convert to US dollars now and multiply by 12, the money you need now is in US dollars. And if you multiply this money, you will have something which is above like maybe 4,000 US dollars. All right, but the money you need per month is 9,450 Swedish krona. You first of all convert to dollars, then you multiply by 12. Okay, so that it will be easy for you to know how much you need. That's the money you need as a single individual. Now the money will be above 9,000 USD. Now if you want to go with your partner, if you want to move with your wife, you need 3,937 Swiss krona, that's Swedish krona, to be in the name. Like the money is now for your spouse, not your own. Your own is aside, 9,000 plus US dollars. Now this is for your spouse. Your spouse needs 3,937 Swedish krona. I beg your pardon. Now you multiply by 12, convert to USD, then add to the initial amount for your spouse. I hope you are getting me. Now, if you are moving with your child, if you add the two figures, you are going to get something above 13,000 US dollars. Now, if you are moving with a child, the money you need to have for the child is equivalent to 2,362.58 Swedish krona. And if you convert this money to USD, you multiply by 12, you are going to get the total. The total should be above 2,000 dollars. Then you add again to your own and that of your wife. So in essence, if you add your own is like 9,000 and above, that of your child 2,000 and above, and of course that of your wife 4,000 and above. If you add these two, they are going to give you something above, closer to like 14,000 US dollars. This is the amount of money you need for you, your spouse, and the child. In case you are alone, you already know the amount. But if you have 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, make sure you do the same calculation as you did for the first child. This is how you do proof of funds to study in Sweden. And again, remember, a lot of things are changing. If you do not go the best way, if you don't do quickly, a lot of things will keep changing. As things are changing, the procedure is becoming more and more difficult. Remember, I said this money must be in your account as the applicant. If your parents want to sponsor you, let them give you the money to be building your account. That's why I'm making this video now, so that you can put it into effect. Then, so that by next year, you should already have a 4 months and above bank statement. I hope this video helps you. There are a lot of other things you need to understand about Sweden. So you should get this straight. If you think the money is not enough, find another cheap small country and immigrate to. But if you want to move with a spouse or with your family, know that this is what you need for Sweden. I hope this video helps you. Till we meet again in another one.